42 years ago was my first game, so there you go.
Well, let's start there. 42 years, Catriona Le May Doan. God, you are such a pillar of sport in every single realm for Canada, but I know Canada Games is super close to your heart.
Yeah.
How excited are you to be the chair going into Newfoundland 2025?
Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, so 42 years ago, actually over 42 years were my first games, which is crazy. I just turned 12. So I've seen them evolve and grow, but the impact of them is still the same, and that's what I love. And you know, I've been fortunate to see it from so many different views, and yet it's the same thing, that they have power and they bring people together, just as a sport at every level does. But Canada Games are unique, and when you look at the composition of the athletes and all 13 provinces and territories, they have such power, and that's what, you know, when you truly believe in something, then you really feel that passion, and I love it.
You were 12 years old in your first Canada Games. What did the power feel like to you at that age?
Well, it's funny because I was talking to, it's great that the games for the 60th anniversary are going back to province of Quebec and Quebec City. My first ones were in Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. I don't remember anything about the competition. It's the fact that we were in a gymnasium with 40 of us on army cots, and the Joe Louis Vachon, the Joe Louis.
The chocolate?
Yes.
Yeah, I still eat them.
It was launched in 1983, the Canada Games. Okay, I did win a bronze medal in the short track relay, but I don't remember that. I remember the Vachon.
The Joe Louis.
Those are the memories, right? It's the people and going, wow, the team is so big. It's not just myself and my teammates.
I just bought a Joe Louis because they're Canadian. I was eating them.
Exactly.
You've obviously gone on to be one of the greatest athletes Canada has ever had represent us. You know, 2 Olympic golds, Olympic bronze, world championships, world record. How did Canada Games set you up for all the success that Canadians know and love you for? But I'm really assuming that the building blocks started,
for sure,
you know, way back when.
Yeah, and probably not when I was 12, and yet when I was 12, again, it's that understanding as a kid, it's more than just me, but I really saw that in 87. 87, I wanted to win, and I didn't. I raced against Annie Perreault in short track 500, and she ended up beating me, but there I really saw, we were in the village, we were with the gymnasts, and I got to really meet other athletes from our team that were in other sport. And I really saw how different it was to be in a village, that different atmosphere, that multi-sport games, which is unique and has another stress and excitement to it. And you know, from there, I did do a summer one, which was my goal, but it was the fact of, it is a stepping stone because you start to understand that it's more than just, it's a different competition and there are different stresses. And as you know, every race is the same but very different because of the atmosphere. But it's that pride of a ceremony, it's that pride of a multi-games, of representing your province or territory, and at the international level, your country.
You represent Saskatchewan pretty well, my dear. What was the identity of Team Sask?
It's just the green and white. It's like, you know, everybody was always counting Saskatchewan out, and it's like, oh, you guys watch out. So, you know, what I'm really proud of is that well, I don't know if my kids will be proud of this, especially in 30 years, but I have never gotten rid of one of my pieces of uniform. I have my skin suit from 83. It's polyester. There is no spandex, no stretch to it. And I have all of that because I have such pride in representing my province.
I am very proud that you've kept them. And if your kids aren't proud, I will take those off your hands because they're sweet. That is retro.
I'm putting you in my will.
Yes. This is a good day of work. This is the first time this has happened on camera, by the way.
Perfect.
You are now, you know, the chair of Canada Games, and Newfoundland is going to host a great party.
Yes.
What have you really identified as kind of the future of sport in Canada, and what are you hoping the Canada Games, what role are you hoping they play?
Well, part of that is a loaded question. Where do I see sport? We're in a tough position in our country for sport because funding is tight at all levels of sport. Sport, we have advocates of sport and champions of sport, as you and I are, and so many people who are part of Canada Games movement. But sport continues to not have necessarily the highest priority at different levels of government. And so we need the champions. When I look at what 2025 is going to do in St. John's, I mean, they're champions of what the games are going to do. I was there for a year out, and the fact that they changed a tradition of the regatta, it's only been changed one other time, and that was for the 77 games, but they're changing it again for 2025. People are going to come to a part of the country that they've never been before, and they're going to see that community spirit. But again, it's more than building the athletes. It's about building the coaches, and we need more coaches. We need more coaches that have developed through the system. Building officials, building volunteers, building that community spirit and building the pride. And I think now more than ever, with everything we're going through in our country and, just the sort of upheaval that we all feel and that stress, that unity that we will get through the games is more important than ever. And seeing the power of sport, not just for the youth, but for the older as well, that is what we need to continue to be champions. And I don't necessarily like using the word, but right now I say we have to fight for sport and the importance and the power of sport.
That's a brilliant answer, and I will just leave you with this. You have inspired so many athletes, winter, summer, Paralympians, Olympians, everyone. What advice would you give to folks that are probably or possibly just learning about the Canada Games or being reminded of the Games' power?
They're unique. They're uniquely Canadian. We need to be so proud because no other country in the world does this, but Canada does it. We bring together everybody. But I also want to remind everybody, and it was what my mom told me, that it doesn't matter what you do on the field of play, it's the impact you have on people afterwards. So you will never take the medals or any of those accolades with you, but what are you going to do with it, and how are you going to help that next generation or somebody else to be better than they thought possible?
What was your relationship with the pins, buddy?
With which?
Pins.
Pins. I love pins.
You a big pin trader?
I'm a big pin trader. I just got 2 new ones like 5 minutes ago, and I'm so excited. I love pins. Love them.
Even back in 1983, was that a huge
Those are the other bins that I have. I have pins from way back, and it's scary how many pins I have.
83, 87, 92.
93.
93.
93 was the summer.
Excuse me, 93. You competed Lillehammer.
So we're then Olympics 92.
No, sorry, we're just going through her stats here. 92 Albertville. Okay, so I'm gonna guess with Nagano and Salt Lake, how many pounds of pins do you have?
Oh, I won't say how heavy I am, but I probably have more weight in pins than I weigh.
That's a good answer. Thank you so much, Catriona.
My pleasure. Thank you.